Hey guys, my name's Jacob. I'm with CarSource and check this out. This is the bold new Kia Seltos GT line. Today we're gonna have a look at all of the updates, all of the changes they've made, including the change to the price. And I'm gonna talk about if they ruined this thing. Before we get into the video today, I wanna give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor, Driver. They are a loan comparison site, a fintech startup that is consumer focused, and they are guaranteed to get you the best loan options on your next car. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment, and for every settled loan, you will get a $150 fuel card. Let's get on with the video. So starting off at the front of the car, guys, Kia says they've updated the entire lighting design of the front here, and I have to say, it looks really aggressive. Check out the size of this grille as well. Also specific to the GT line only, the vertical daytime running lights, I think it helps just complete the look of the front of this car. We've got an updated skid plate as well, updated bumper. Overall, I think they've just tried to make this car look a lot more aggressive and a lot more of like a presence on the road. All right, check this out, guys. And yes, I know I look super awkward in this camera, but here we are, the side of the new Kia Seltos GT line. Check this out. Over here are the 18-inch alloy wheels. These are specific only to the GT line. So the Sport and the Sport Plus all get 17-inch alloys, and the base S model get the 16-inch alloys. So yes, you are gonna get a slightly harsher ride, a little bit more road noise, though I do wanna point out, check out this two-tone roof. I think if you get it in the white, you have to get it with the black roof. I think it looks absolutely amazing. However, if you do decide to go for the black roof, you do delete the sunroof. So there is a trade-off, it is up to you, but personally, I believe it looks really cool. All right, guys, here we are at the back of the new Kia Seltos GT line. Before we continue, I just wanna say, subscribe. Dancing babies, dancing babies. We release an awesome new car review every single week, sometimes a couple times a week, so hit that button. All right, check this out. So we've got the all new Kia logo there, love to see that. Check out this all-new taillight design. They've actually added the rear reflectors to the rear taillights to make it one unit. I think it looks really cool, really sleek. I don't know why they've done this, but they've deleted the GT line badge. They've replaced it with this 4X badge, so you know that this is the all-wheel drive variant. Got our Seltos badge over here, and just overall, pretty standard looking small SUV. Let's get on with the rest of the car. All right, so the all-new Kia Seltos. And first of all, let me just say, wow, they have completely updated the interior of this car. I can't say that it's a luxury car. The quality of the materials at this price point is actually really good. But check this out. Right up ahead of me is the main attraction. It's the all-new dual 10.25-inch digital displays. So we've got our left screen here, which is our infotainment display. This has wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's crystal clear, extremely responsive, pretty much just up to par with the rest of Kia's range. So no problems there. And up ahead of me is the all-new digital instrument cluster. This is improved over the previous generation's analog display. It's very bright, very clear. It gives me really cool graphics on the screen. On top of that, this new steering wheel design, this is actually specific to the GT line because we get the, what do you call this, like D-cut? Very sporty. It feels just great to grip onto. It does come with heated steering as well. I've got all my drive information laid out in front of me. I can flick through the menus. Now, Kia does say that this model will be more fuel efficient than the previous. Personally, I have found that it is exactly the same. So on the way here, I was getting a combined 7 liters per 100 kilometers. I've done a bit of driving around. If some filming, it's jumped up to about 12 liters per 100 kilometers. So do with that information as you will. Kia has also updated the climate control system. I think it looks a lot more premium now. It's got this kind of like two-tone design. We've got our volume controls there. Meaty shifter right over here. I've got my controls for my heated seats, my cooled seats. Everything about the interior just seems very logically laid out. Now, Kia hasn't mentioned any updates to the adaptive cruise control, but I feel like it's improved. This may be due to the new transmission, and I was driving it around the city earlier today, and I can tell you that in the stop-start, it just feels a lot more responsive. It just goes straight away, especially in those uphill situations where the old dual clutch would have notoriously struggled to get the car moving. We've also got the Bose premium audio. This comes standard in the Sport Plus and the GT line models, and the Bose speakers have this really cool, like rough terrain design. I don't really know what the connection is with Seltos being a small family SUV that's probably not going to go off-road, but I do think the design is pretty cool anyway. All right, that's enough about the front. Let's check out the back. All right, so coming into the back seat of the Kia Seltos. So first impressions of the back seats, very spacious, very comfy. It does feel very similar to the Kia Sportage. I would go as far as to say that it almost feels as spacious as that car while being a small SUV. So they've really made the most of this car's wheelbase. So just for context, I'm 5'9", yes, slightly shorter than Matt, and I have plenty of legroom here, plenty of headroom here, and plenty of toe room as well. So it's very spacious back here, very comfortable, to be honest. If I fold down this, I get a couple of extra cup holders as well. I got my 2 USB-C charger points back here as well. And I've got a mat pocket, which oddly is only on the left side. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, that's pretty much everything for the back. Let's talk about the boot. So here we are at the rear of the Kia Seltos, and check out this boot space. It's actually quite a lot. Nothing's really been updated with the boot of the Kia Seltos. We've still got the same underfloor storage with a full-sized 18-inch spare. Wow, that's pretty cool. If you do fold down the seats, which is just as easy as pulling up that, pushing it down, pulling up this one, pushing it down, check out all that space you get. So practicality-wise, it gets a thumbs up from me. All right, let's talk about something more interesting. Guys, this engine is the moneymaker from the Kia Seltos. This is actually straight out of an i20N. Yes, it's tuned slightly differently. Obviously, this is a family SUV. However, on this new facelift, they've updated the old transmission from the 7-speed dual clutch that everyone was complaining about to the new 8-speed torque converter, and it is a huge difference. On top of that, Kia says they've updated the old engine to make it more efficient and more powerful. So this has actually 16 kilowatts more power than the other one. Now, this variant is the all-wheel drive variant. It does come with a 2-liter 4-cylinder front-wheel drive variant, but this is 100% the one to go for. This model, however, clocks in at just under $45,000, which is a significant price jump from last year's model, which started at about $42,000 for the GT line. So obviously inflation, what can you do about it? But yes, this model is a little bit more expensive than last year. All right, let's launch the Kia Seltos GT line. I'm in sport mode, fully on the brake, fully on the accelerator, and come on. Oh, 0 to 100 in 7.69 seconds. That's actually better than I thought. Okay, so driving the all-new Kia Seltos GT line just as it starts to rain. Oh well, that's all right. We're gonna switch it into sport mode and do what we do best. Giving it some sauce. Woo! Okay, I mean, look, this thing isn't gonna knock your socks off, but it is definitely fast, and I'll tell you right now, it's pretty comfy, even while in sports mode. Let's switch it back into what I've been driving in for most of the time, Eco, and there you go. It's calm. The digital instrument cluster in front of me changes to a, I don't even know what to describe it, like a electronic cyberpunk theme. It's kind of cool, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for sports mode. Oh my God. Coming up to our first saucy corner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are in the all-wheel drive variant, so I have a bit more courage around these corners, and this thing feels great. I know what this section does to Matt. Oh my God, this thing is so fast. And I have the heads-up display crystal clear in front of me, so I know exactly just how legally I am going right now. And I mean, what else is there that they've updated? Obviously, the biggest change would have to be the transmission. So they've converted from as I'll switch back to normal mode while we have a nice chat. They have converted the dry dual clutch transmission to a 8-speed torque converter transmission, and it is a massive improvement over the old one, especially around town. Look, I'm probably not going to notice a huge difference going around these corners, but as the bags go flying in the boot. But around town, it's not going to be as lurchy, you know, with the adaptive cruise control in stop-start traffic. The dual clutch transmission can be a little hesitant to want to take off. I love this corner. Oh yeah. A little bit of understeer there, but we're still all good as it pulls away. This car's a lot of fun, actually. And I like the size on the road. It doesn't feel too big like the bigger SUV, the Sportage. It sits right in the middle of the Stonic and the Sportage in Kia's range of SUVs. However, it is getting closer to the Sportage, so it's only a little bit smaller than that one. Suspension doesn't feel too wafty. There is a little bit of body roll, but it still feels quite firmly planted on the road, and we are at a very special spot, Saucy Corner. All right, here we go, Saucy Corner, fist me. All right, come on. Bit of understeer, but we're still powering through. Hey, this car's doing all right. Oh, don't want to speak too soon. Oh. All right, that was a little saucy, a little hairy, some might say. But you know what? This car is pretty awesome. I think it's an all-round family car, and for the price, it just seems to build up the torque in that mid-range so well. One thing I will say as well, I found super annoying about this car was the speed limit assist. I've gone ahead and turned it off because it probably would have beeped a couple of times during the recording. What I will say is that it's a useful feature if you don't know how to read road signs and you want the car to do it for you. However, most of the time it's just annoying. The speed limit assist feels like someone is just yelling at you, even if it's read the road signs wrong, and it brings up childhood trauma. All right, so that's enough driving the Kia Seltos. Let's get into my final thoughts about this car. All right, guys, so that was the new Kia Seltos. Yes, it has increased in price, but compared to its competitors, it has really stepped up the game in terms of the interior quality, the technology that you get inside, the safety features, and not to mention the driving engagement just feels absolutely amazing in this car. It feels a lot more refined. The transmission is a lot more responsive, especially around town. So I think Kia has made a few awesome changes with the new Kia Seltos. But let me know what you guys think. As always, leave your comments in the description, and don't forget to check out that link by Driver. It really supports the channel, and it might just help you get your next car even quicker. All right, guys, ciao for now.